And I thought that um, distorted a little bit of their pack line and their excellent defensive team. We knew that if we didn't move the ball with some aggressiveness and then move our bodies with some aggressiveness, they would lock us up and bog us down. But I thought our energy on the defensive end was as good as it has been all year, and our energy on the offensive end I thought was matched the effort on the defensive end. And we got a tremendous amount of energy from everyone who came in the game. And I thought that allowed us to play at a very, very high level for the entire game. And once again, I think the quality of our depth, I thought, really, really was a plus for us tonight.
Questions for Coach?
Leonard, did you guys do anything different defensively in that first half, or were you just executing what you guys want to do so well?
Not really. We were just stuck. We were sound fundamentally. We probably, we did it with a lot of aggressiveness. And I think sometimes we have a tendency with teams just to kind of move at the pace that the offense moves. And tonight, I thought we played with a lot of energy. We got to our spots and played with a tremendous amount of energy that I thought that didn't give them. They had to work for the shots that they got. And I mean, here again, you have to think that we played great defense, but they shot 43% from the floor. That's not bad. They shot 45% from three. So we didn't shut them down. I think we just made them work for every shot that they got.
Talk about the three-point shot. It seems like you limit them at least in the second half a little bit. Was that more of an emphasis this week? I mean, this game, considering what happened in the Wake Forest game?
You don't have the luxury of picking and choosing what you're going to stop when you play against Virginia. They're a tremendous three-point shooting team. They shot 45% from three. They shoot 50% from twos. They shoot 40% from threes and 80% from the free throw line. They're one of the, if not the top team in America in those areas. So if we're not on point defensively from twos and threes, and if you put them on the free throw line, they're going to kill you there. So this is a complete team. So we didn't have the luxury of overemphasizing post touches, perimeter shots. We had to defend their entire system. And I thought our guys were, the respect that we have for Virginia and their outstanding coach, who's one of the best in the country. What they have done in the ACC over the last 5 years, they won more games than anybody. I thought that in us realizing that we stumped our toe a couple of times, the moment I thought would put us in a mindset that we had to be at our very, very best. And so my concern is, at this point, how do we maintain that same level of focus every game? Now, y'all have seen us, we went through a 5-game stretch where I thought we were on point. Obviously, not to take anything away from Georgia Tech and the other teams that we played, they played for a little bit more hunger than us. Now, we have to find the mindset that we don't have to be playing on Big Monday against the number one team in the league, the team that has dominated the ACC over the last 4 or 5 years, to put us in the frame of mind to play at our very, very best. We have to find a way to come out and play with this level of focus every night. Now, we had a 5-game stretch where I thought we did that. We had a couple game stretch where I thought that we took a step back. Now, I'm hoping now our challenge is to see how close we can come to maintaining this and beyond. I think we're capable of playing better than we played tonight. I think this team has potential that we haven't tapped into yet.
Leonard, when they cut it to 7 pretty quickly in the second half, and then Sadar hit that 3, it seemed to kind of give the whole team some juice again. How big was that 3 for him?
Well, I thought, if I remember correctly, I think I put 3 guys in there that came off the bench with a tremendous amount of energy defensively. got some stops. We pushed the ball down, got a couple of deflections, and got some good looks, and we were fortunate to knock them down. I think that made a big difference. The energy that we came with the guys who came in gave us a boost and allowed us to extend the lead. And I think they had fought very hard climbing back to that 7-point game. And I thought that we brought in a bunch of new guys that really was fresh. And I think they turned it up a notch. And I thought that made the difference in the game.
Leonard Bolsha came out there. I think he played 14 minutes, had that stretch in the second half where he helped to re-lengthen the lead. Just what does that mean for a guy who 2 days ago was walking on a bad leg?
Well, he hasn't practiced in 3 days. I mean, we hadn't practiced in 2 days. He got hurt the morning of the Wake Forest game, and but that just shows that our trainer Amanda Robinson did an unbelievable job of getting him ready. I thought that he was eager to play, and I thought he played with a purpose. The big block that he made there in the second half, I thought sent a message. He was confident. He wanted to contribute. Just having him with good hands and his ability to finish around the basket, is part of who we are. And I'm glad to see him back now. We got a couple of days off, take tomorrow off, and hopefully we'll be playing somebody on Saturday.
Talk about him just hitting those shots from long range and the excitement that was on the sideline.
Well, we have periods in practice where all our big guys shoot jump shots. I mean, but knowing that, that's part of the overall development schemes in our coaching staff. And he's been really, really shooting the ball better and better. And they backed off of him. They wasn't expecting him to do that. We had a couple of things. We had kind of hoped that we have one offensive system that we step our big guys out to the corners and to take sometimes big guys away from the basket. And we're confident that those guys can knock those shots down. But he has been shooting the jump shots since the beginning of practice. We just have not utilized it in games yet.
Leonard, sorry, Chris. Leonard,
ahead,
I think
Corey.
you guys only had 5 turnovers. How much does it help to have passers like Raekwon and Scotty that are that height that can see over the double team or see over the defense like they do?
There's no doubt that that's a tremendous advantage to have 2 1'6'9", 1'6'8" guys, 2 guys that really can dribble and handle and pass the ball. That takes away a lot of pressure when you have that many ball handlers on the floor. Someone asked me about our recruiting scheme. That's why we are bringing guys in we think that fit the way we want to play. And so that just gives us, I think, 4 guys on the floor all the time that can handle the ball. And sometimes we have 5 guys out there that can handle the ball. It eliminates an opportunity for us to turn the ball over. And that's one of the reasons why we only had 5 turnovers tonight. But Virginia is an outstanding half-court defensive team. And but tonight, they did have they give us some full-court pressure that I thought our guys handled very well. But once again, I just want to emphasize this. I thought that the respect we had for Virginia and the outstanding job that coach has done and their team has done, they have really set the standard by which everyone else now in the ACC is being judged by. So it was important that we play well against them and to give ourselves a chance to win. And it's good, gives our kids some confidence that now we might not be exactly where those guys are, but at least we're in the conversation.
Leonard, I was going to ask you about the John Thompson towel and just, paying tribute to him.
On a national basis, this is all the coaches around the country have brought in to showing our respect for Big John. And he played a very important role in my life. He was a mentor of mine. I leaned on him for any time I got into a situation that I needed years of experience. He probably kept me from making some mistakes by letting me benefit from the wisdom that he had gained through his experience. And so I wear this with a lot of pride. He's very instrumental in helping me get the Oklahoma State job. And he, along with George Ravlin, are probably the reasons why I took the University of Miami job. I'll tell you about that story. When they put their hand on my shoulder and told me I had to go interview with the athletic director, and they were my big brothers, and that's exactly what I did. Those guys have meant so much to me. And Big John, no one is any more appreciative to the legacy he left, and then for the mentorship of him than Leonard Hamilton. I promise you that. Any more questions? All right, fellas, thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Leonard.
Everybody.